Welcome back, students. The second part of this topic, money market and capital market in India, is functions of RBI. This is very important. This can be a full question that explain the functions of Reserve Bank of India. First of all, we will see the definitions of central bank. Central bank is that in which central bank is one which constitutes the apex of the monetary and banking structure of the country. Apex is the highest institute. Central bank is a bank which controls credit. So any of the definition you can give and then start writing the answers of functions of Reserve Bank of India. Number 1, issues of currency and note or issue of currency and currency notes. RBI has the sole right to issue currency notes of all the denominations except 1 rupee notes and coins. As per the minimum reserve system 1957, RBI is required to maintain minimum gold and foreign exchange reserves of rupees 200 crores, out of which at least 115 crores should be in gold and remaining 85 crores should be in terms of foreign currency and government security. This is the rule. Understand Minimum Reserve Act 1957. So at any point of time, RBI must maintain 200 crores with them. And in the 200 crores bifurcation, 115 crores should be in the gold and remaining 85 crores should be in terms of foreign currency and government security. On this basis, RBI can issue unlimited currency notes, but this is the minimum reserve they should have. And except 1 rupee coins, 1 rupee notes and coins, other all currency notes are issued by RBI. Second, bankers bank. RBI acts as a banker and agent and advisor to the government. It is banker to the government, second point. It transacts the business of both the central and the state governments. It accepts money as well as makes payment on behalf of these governments. It also undertakes the management of public debt. It advises the government on the wide range of economic issues. So RBI is banker to the government. All the government transactions are happening through RBI. Whatever the payments are there, whatever the debt, public debts are there, everything is happening through RBI. So RBI is banker to the government. Third, bankers bank. RBI exercises statutory control over the commercial banks. All the scheduled banks are compulsorily required to maintain a certain minimum of cash reserves with RBI against their demand and time liabilities. RBI provides financial assistance to banks in the form of discounting of eligible bills. Loans and advances are also provided against approved securities. So RBI is also bankers bank. Everything is like as per the rule. Every bank has to compulsorily maintain certain amount of cash reserve with RBI. Okay, and RBI also provides financial assistance to the banks. So it is considered or it is called as bankers bank. Next, custodian of foreign exchange reserves. RBI acts as a custodian of the country's foreign exchange reserves. It has to maintain the official rate of exchange of rupees as well as ensure its stability. RBI also undertakes to buy and sell the currencies of all members of International Monetary Fund. So whatever the foreign currency is there, For that, RBI or whatever foreign exchange reserves are there, RBI is a custodian for that. Next, controller of credit. As a supreme banking authority of a country, RBI has the power to influence the volume of credit created by commercial banks. It also monitors the purpose or the use of credit. Quantitative methods such as bank rate, open market operations, variable reserve ratios, that is cash reserve ratios, CRR, statutory reserve ratios, SLR, etc., control the volume of credit created. Qualitative methods such as fixing margin requirements, credit rationing, moral suasion, etc., regulate the purpose or use of credit. So RBI is a controller of credit. They can control the credit creation, they can expand or they can contract through various ways of CRR, SLR, repo, reserve repo, etc., reverse repo, etc. Next, collection and publication of data. RBI collects and compiles statistical information related to banking and other financial sectors of the economy. Next, promotional and developmental functions. RBI also performs certain promotional and developmental functions such as extending banking services to semi-urban and rural areas, providing security to depositors, development of specialized institutions for agricultural credit, industrial finance, etc. And the last, other functions. RBI acts as a clearing house for settling the account between its member banks. As a lender of last resort, it also provides liquidity to banks experiencing financial difficulties, because it is a banker's bank, so it also provides liquidity to the banks who have financial problem or financial difficulty. There are promotional functions and developmental functions also, they are performed by RBI. So these are the 8 functions of RBI. Students, this is very important question that explain the functions of RBI. RBI is the apex institute and they have these are the important functions they are performing. Okay, thank you very much.